Bitcoin is trading in this triangle formation and most likely is going to see a breakout today. Guys, there are so many interesting signs in the Bitcoin chart right now you need to be aware of, especially when we are seeing a breakout in the price of Bitcoin, because normally it looks like we are going to break out to the upside because we are entering this triangle formation from an uptrend. However, guys, we are seeing a lot of warning signals right now which might strengthen the scenario that we are going to see a breakout to the downside. I'm going to present all these signals that I'm seeing right here in today's video. And guys, at the end of this video, I will announce the first winners of the giveaway contest we are doing right here in the month December. So guys, drop a like, leave your comment down below. If you haven't been subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. We are almost at 5,000 subscribers. It would be awesome if we could reach that milestone today. Then guys, with that being said, my name is Sharon. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. And right now, let's jump into the content. This video is brought to you by the PrimeXBT platform. PrimeXBT is an exchange where you can trade over 50 different assets using Bitcoin as collateral. You can trade Bitcoin and a variety of other cryptocurrencies along with forex, commodities and indices like the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones. Recently, PrimeXBT launched co-vesting where you can follow other traders and profit from their trades. And you can as well create your own trading strategy which others can copy. And if you right now sign up using my affiliate link down below, you can get a special deposit bonus of 35% and a 25% discount on your fees. Take in mind, guys, that leverage trading does carry a high risk and that you should know what you're doing before trading with leverage. This is for experienced traders only. So guys, welcome back to the channel. Awesome to have you here, and most likely we are going to see a breakout in the price of Bitcoin today. That's where we are going to talk about in today's video. But before we are going to dive in the patterns of Bitcoin and the potential breakout, let's all take a minute and scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribers button, because we are almost at 5,000 subscribers, guys. It would be awesome if we can reach that milestone of 5,000 subscribers today, guys. But okay, let's have a look at the Bitcoin price. Right now we are looking at the 4-hour chart, and as you can see right here, the price of Bitcoin is consolidating in a triangle formation. We have a declining resistance and we have a uptrending support, and most likely we are going to see a breakout out of this triangle formation today and by the latest tomorrow. So right now, let's have a look at the support and let's have a look at the resistance. So when we have a look at the uptrending support, then we can see that this is a trend line which has been respected in the past price action as well. So that means that this trend line is already showing a lot of significance in the past and right now as well, which means that most likely if we were to see a decisive break to the downside, then that would spike a further drop, a big move. But there are some interesting things, guys, because we have a very important uptrending support right below this uptrending support is the 20-day moving average. We are going to have a look at that in a bit. But if we have a look at the declining resistance, then we can see that the declining resistance right now is at approximately 19,300, 19,400. But if we were to break out to the upside out of this triangle formation, then we still have heavy resistance at approximately 19,500. We got rejected from that level multiple times. So I definitely expect if we were to see a break of the resistance, we also need to break above 19,500 in order to call it a valid breakout. Of course, the volume needs to confirm the breakout as well. So guys, that is something that we are watching. We have the uptrending support, but below that uptrending support is a very important support level, the 20-day moving average. And with the declining resistance as well, we have the declining resistance, but slightly above that is some heavy resistance at 19,500. And now comes the big question, of course, are we going to break out to the upside or are we going to break out to the downside? Well, normally, guys, as you know, a triangle formation like we are seeing right here is functioning as a continuational pattern. So that means that it is very important from which trend we have entered this pattern, and right here we can see that we've entered this pattern from a uptrend, which normally makes the likelihood higher that we are going to break out to the upside. However, guys, in this specific example, I wouldn't be so sure that we are going to break out to the upside. If we have a look at the textbook rules, then I still think that the chance or the odds are more likely that we are going to break out to the upside, but we are also getting a lot of signals which are showing us that we might see a breakout to the downside. And I want to start off with having a look at the daily time frame, and I want to bring out the RSI. So if we go to the daily time frame, we bring out the RSI, then we can see that we are forming, or we have formed, a bearish divergence, where in the price we have set a higher high, but in the RSI we have set a lower high. And normally, guys, if we are in such a aggressive uptrend, we also need to see some divergence in the RSI, because the RSI need to retrace more than the price in order to maintain bullish momentum. So guys, we can see it right here as well, where we topped out. We are seeing a bearish divergence, which eventually caused some bearish momentum in the price. The price went slightly down, but afterwards is moving sideways. And if we have a look at the RSI is moving downwards. So that is a divergence. It's actually starting with a bearish divergence, right? But eventually it is a bullish signal, because the RSI needs to create space for more bullish momentum. And that is when the price is moving sideways and the RSI is going downwards, then that is actually a bullish sign. So that is something I wanted to point out, guys, that could be something that we are seeing right now as well. We had a bearish divergence, the price is moving slightly sideways, and we are seeing the RSI retracing, right? The RSI is going down while the price is going sideways. So then comes the question, how significant is this bearish divergence? Well, it's difficult to say, because like we've mentioned in yesterday's video as well, Bitcoin has ignored a lot of bearish divergences in this aggressive uptrend. However, guys, we are seeing a bearish divergence right now, which normally indicates selling pressure or sideways movement in the price, and this could be one of the indicators telling us that we also could see a breakout to the downside. So guys, this is one of the bearish signals that we are seeing in the chart right now, this bearish divergence. However, if we have a look at the RSI, and when the RSI is moving downwards but the price is moving sideways, that is actually a bullish sign, showing us that the RSI is creating space for more bullish momentum. However, when we are seeing a divergence like we are seeing right here, then that usually is a bearish sign, showing us that we can expect some bearish momentum in the shorter term time frame. And right here it is on the daily chart, of course. So this is one of the reasons to believe that we might see a breakout to the downside rather than to the upside. Then, as you can see right here, this orange line is the 20-day moving average and is slightly below the uptrending support line right here. And the orange line, the 20-day moving average, is right now at approximately 18,650. This has been a remarkable moving average, guys. Every time when Bitcoin is in a very aggressive uptrend, eventually, like a magnet, it is getting pulled back to the 20-day moving average. And when Bitcoin is continuing to stay in this uptrend, we are seeing a bounce from this level. And once Bitcoin is transitioning into a downtrend, sometimes a shorter term downtrend, we are seeing a break below this level. So right here we have an example. We broke below this level. Eventually we backtested this level as resistance, which is a bearish sign, right? And eventually we saw a further drop to the downside. Right here we have a nice example. Bitcoin is in a uptrend, bouncing off from the 20-day moving average. Eventually we break below this level. We backtest it as resistance, and we see a continuational drop to the downside. Bitcoin is transitioning from this uptrend into this downtrend. And right here in this recent rally, we can see that every time we bounced off from the 20-day moving average already before we even came down to touch it. Right here, we have touched the 20-day moving average. And as you can see on the daily time frame, we didn't have a daily close below this level. We bounced off from this level, showing us that Bitcoin is right now still in this uptrend. If we have a look at the shorter term time frames, then we can actually see that we got a bounce from this uptrending resistance level, which has turned into support, which is actually quite remarkable and could be a level where Bitcoin is going to go to once we are breaking below the 20-day moving average. This could be a next level of support. And guys, this level is right now at approximately 17,500. And guys, another reason why I could think that Bitcoin might see a breakout to the downside rather than to the upside is due to the fact that we have seen excessive optimism in the crypto markets over the recent weeks. If we have a look at the Fear and Greed Index, then right now we are at the level of 95. And if we have a look at last week, we were at the level of 95 extreme greed. And last month, we had extreme greed as well. So we are seeing extreme greed in the crypto markets, which means that the majority of the people, the majority of the investors right now is overly bullish and there is excessive optimism, which most of the time is a bearish indicator. Then guys, I want to share the following indicator, which is the BitMEX funding rate, which right now is positive, and normally this is a bearish sign as well. Guys, the funding rate has been historically a very accurate indicator, a contrarian indicator, and every time we are seeing a positive funding rate, then that most of the time is causing selling pressure on the price of Bitcoin, and every time we are seeing a negative funding rate, that is causing buying pressure on the price of Bitcoin. So guys, the positive funding rate that we are seeing right now is for me definitely a warning signal when we are looking at the price of Bitcoin. Then guys, most of you know this chart, of course, because I've been talking a lot about this chart, and this is the US dollar currency index, the Dixie chart. And this chart has a inverse correlation with the Bitcoin chart, which means that when the US dollar index, the Dixie chart, is looking bearish, then that actually is bullish for Bitcoin. But when the Dixie chart is looking bullish, then that actually is a bearish sign for Bitcoin. And right now the Dixie chart is actually looking quite bearish because we have been broken below some important support levels. However guys, in the shorter term time frame, we are seeing some different signals in the Dixie chart, because if I bring out the RSI right here, it looks like that right now we could be bouncing off from a support level. Right here in the price, we've created a lower high and we are testing an important support level right now. And if we have a look at the RSI, then we actually can see that we are creating a higher low, which is showing a bullish divergence, and it's definitely an indicator which could tell us right now that we could see a short-term bounce in the Dixie. And if we are seeing a short-term bounce, then that most likely is a bearish sign for Bitcoin as well. So guys, is Bitcoin going to break out to the upside, or is Bitcoin going to break out to the downside? Well, it's very difficult to say. Normally, I would say that the odds, the chances are more likely Bitcoin is going to break out to the upside, because normally these triangle formations, they are functioning as continuation patterns, right? However, in this specific examples, we have a lot of other signals right now showing us that there is some bearish momentum coiling up in the background of Bitcoin. So guys, because of all of these signals that we are seeing right now, the bearish divergence on the daily time frame, the excessive optimism in the markets over the past couple of weeks, and as well the positive funding rate, I'm not going to be biased in this triangle formation, and I'm not going to say that the chances are more likely we are going to break out to the upside. I think in this specific scenario, there is a 50-50 probability. So let's have a look at the targets of this formation. Well, first of all, let's have a look if we were to break out to the upside, right? So if we were to break the resistance and we would break out to the upside, then the target of this triangle formation, let's say we would break out right there, then the target of this triangle formation would be at approximately 20,850. Is it possible that Bitcoin is going to reach that level? Definitely. It is definitely possible that Bitcoin is going to break out to the upside and we are going to reach that level. However, if we are breaking the declining resistance right here, we do want to see a confirmation in the volume, and we also want to be aware of that 19,500 is a heavy resistance level in the price of Bitcoin as well. So if we were to break out to the upside, I think it is very important that we are seeing a decisive break above 19,500 as well. So guys, this would be the bullish scenario if we were to break out to the upside. If we were to break out to the downside, we take the width of the triangle, put at the point of breakout to the downside right here, then we can see that the target to the downside would be at approximately 17,400. However guys, Bitcoin is going to meet the uptrending support right here at approximately 17,500 earlier. So I think this is going to be a more significant level than the actual target of the triangle formation, the 17,500 level. So guys, that's what I'm seeing in the chart right now. Normally this triangle formation has a higher likelihood breaking out to the upside and that we are seeing a continuation of this uptrend. However, due to the basket of indicators that we are seeing right now, the bearish signs, I'm going to stay neutral in this triangle formation and going to say that there is a 50% chance. So 50% we are going to break out to the upside, 50% we are going to break out to the downside. And that is as well the reason why I'm not entering any position right now. Like I said in yesterday's video as well, I'm going to stay on the sidelines until Bitcoin is going to make a decisive move, either to the upside or to the downside. Then guys, it is time to announce the first 3 winners of the giveaway contest that I'm organizing right here in the month December. And if you want to participate with the giveaway contest, you just need to comment a nice unique sentence or phrase down below in the comment section. And that phrase should be about Bitcoin or crypto, and in the best case scenario, I can use that phrase for a new series of stickers that I want to create. And guys, the prizes to win is a $50 trading bonus on the PrimeXBT platform. And guys, the first winner of the giveaway contest is Asif Raza, participating with this sentence: which altcoin to buy? I only have $150. Then the second winner we have right here, and that is Alfin Kho, saying let's time travel to the future with Bitcoin. And the third winner right here is Dagostino with that is a nice cup of coffee, which I could create a sticker with. For example, a cup and handle pattern with the text that is a nice cup of coffee. So for all the people right now that already participated, thank you so much. It has been quite some fun reading all of your comments. So guys, we still have the whole month of December. So if you want to participate, you can comment a nice phrase or a nice concept down below. And if you want to be able to win the main prize, which is a trading bonus of $500 on the PrimeXBT exchange, then you would need to create your own sticker design, send it to me through Discord, Twitter, or by email. And then you can win a trading bonus of $500. So for all the winners of the contest right now, you should join us on Discord. The link is down below in the description of the video, and you can send me a DM to claim your prize. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. I want to thank every single one of you for yesterday's video, for reaching over 200 likes. Guys, this is amazing. Let's check if we can get on today's video as well above 200 likes. And guys, it would be awesome if we are reaching the 5,000 subscribers milestone today. So for everybody who is not yet a subscriber to this channel, you can go down below and subscribe. I'm uploading everyday videos about the crypto markets. Then guys, I wish all of you an amazing day. If you haven't seen one of my tutorials, you can go over there and watch one of those. And I will see you all in the next video.